Wasn't surprised at all.
No.
I mean, it seems completely makes sense, but that's exactly what I expected.
Yeah, it seemed like just a matter of time for him.
There's no way you can look like that
No.
in your 40s. I mean, he's preposterously jacked.
Black belt in jiu-jitsu. Again, buddy, this is how you know he's not thinking clear. You can't fight. I know you think you're tough, but there's levels to that, and he might be a tough guy. And there's a lot of tough guys, and I know he walks barefoot and takes shits laying down and does enemas, and he's tough in his world. There's levels to toughness, dude.
Looks like Joe Rogan finally decided to break his silence about the whole Liver King circus, and according to him, this muscle-bound caveman won't be dodging prison anytime soon. Brian Johnson, who most people know as Liver King, didn't exactly have a royal moment this week. He got sprung from a Texas county lockup on Wednesday after coughing up 20 grand for bail. So what got him tossed behind bars? Apparently, threatening Joe Rogan wasn't the brightest move. Rogan told the cops he felt genuinely spooked by Johnson's online chest thumping. You know, all that tough guy talk and the big "let's brawl" challenge he threw around like a caveman tossing raw meat. Cops picked him up like a bad DoorDash order right from the fancy Four Seasons Hotel in Austin, where Mr. Primal was living it up, until he wasn't. Now, if Rogan's right, the only ancestral living Liver King's about to experience is sharing a cell with a dude named Bubba.
Anything and everything. Because Joe Rogan, we don't have to make videos to pretend anymore. All of this is happening. We're coming to you. I've challenged you man to man to a fight.
After getting out, Liver King didn't exactly run off to meditate in the woods. Instead, the court slapped him with a restraining order, telling him to keep at least 2 football fields away from Joe Rogan and his entire clan. On top of that, the judge pretty much hinted, "Hey buddy, maybe get your head checked," and gave him a week to go talk to some mental health pros. Probably not the type of primal therapy he's used to. But did that slow him down? Nope. The moment he was free, he went straight back to Instagram, hollering at his 3 million followers like nothing ever happened. He even cranked up the crazy by barking at Rogan again, daring him to step into the ring for a friendly little beatdown. In one clip, the self-proclaimed caveman basically growled, "We didn't show up for a group hug. We're here to scrap. So Joe, let's break a few bones together. Nobody's dying, but hey, some bruises would be nice."
Coming to Joe Rogan's town, Austin. I was here before you, Joe Rogan. It's Texas. That's my home. This week you probably might need to worry about me. Probably need to worry about Joe Rogan more. You've never come across something like this. Willing to die, hoping that you'll choke me out all week, Joe Rogan. So when I'm like, hey, anybody know my name? Liver King. Who am I fighting? Joe Rogan.
In another one of his attention-hungry stunts, Liver King thought it'd be hilarious to tell the world that the Wi-Fi at his fancy hotel was literally named FUCK Joe Rogan. Because, you know, nothing screams mature apology like trolling your restraining order. At one point, he tried to flip the script altogether, saying maybe he was beefing with Seth Rogen instead. Nice try, Brian. Pretty hard to sell that plot twist when you've been barking threats at Joe like a caveman with Wi-Fi. Meanwhile, the king of raw liver was prancing around his luxury suite with an ankle monitor strapped on, bragging about his bedtime. Apparently, he's grounded from 9 at night till 6 in the morning. Naturally, he made sure to film himself crawling through the hotel hallway like some budget Tarzan, because why just obey a court order when you can turn it into content, right? Funny enough, all this drama is one-sided. Official reports show Joe Rogan never even met the guy in real life. So this whole meltdown is basically a solo performance. Liver King versus reality.
Do you get stoked when Joe Rogan goes on the carnivore diets?
I've heard about it, and anybody who's talking about this, I love it. You're helping me do my job. This is my purpose in life. And as much as it is what we eat, it's also what we don't eat. So to answer your question, I love it when people are talking about eating carnivorously. I think Joe Rogan shows that he has a transformation when he does it. I don't know why he does it longer.
And the most shocking part on the internet right now is what Joe Rogan said. When Liver King came to meet Joe Rogan in Vegas, Rogan's security guards didn't let him in, and now this guy is literally talking about attacking Joe Rogan, which is incredibly fun.
One of them came up to me in Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of my security guards stopped him. He was like, "I'm a producer for the Liver King." I'm like, what the fuck do you produce? What are you producing?
Like, how many UFC events did he try and kind of like cozy up?
He was front row at one of my shows in Vegas.
Oh, damn.
At the MGM. And then I saw him again at the Canelo fight. He was trying really hard to get on the podcast. And he's been trying really hard to get on now. He contacted a few friends of mine.
Yeah, he told me he's trying to get on. as
Yeah, for
well.
what? For what? Say that more? Like, come on, this is dumb, man. This is a fucking, you ran a con game and you got busted.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that you feel terrible. I'm sorry you feel bad, because that's just what happens when you get caught lying.
And it's not just Joe Rogan. Everyone on the internet right now is roasting Liver King, calling him a clown or just plain irrelevant. It's like he stepped right into the spotlight just to be the punchline. At this point, Liver King has basically turned into the Joker King. In this video, another big creator even brought up the whole mess again.
Like, the videos he's posted reminds me of the Joker tape from The Dark Knight. It feels like he's perpetually trying to cut a WWE promo targeting Joe Rogan here. But when he's doing these call-outs, it really does seem like an extreme threat against Joe Rogan's life, and a lot of it is incomprehensible. So a ton of like non sequiturs jumping all over the place, so it's incoherent.
I completely agree with that. Just look at this so-called fitness influencer Liver King. He acts like a total clown on the internet most of the time. Can you imagine a grown man chugging 4 cups of coffee back to back in the grossest way possible just because he wants to meet Joe Rogan? What can I even say? Just look at him.
Good morning, primals. This is Mr. Enema Bucket. That's coffee, Keon coffee, the best kind, so I can drink some of the coffee both ways. That's what I'm doing right now. This is like the 4th one that I'm doing, and that's how I'm doing it.
But honestly, this clown was already finished the moment his substance use scandal got exposed. People found out exactly how much stuff he was pumping into his body. Some creators broke it all down with no mercy.
This is what I'm currently taking. So here's this stack: IGF-1 LR3, CJC with IMAP, ibutamoren, omnitrope, testosterone cypionate, deca, nandrolone decanoate.
And even after that, he tried to do a half-baked apology video to look innocent.
Still, I have to absolutely crush myself to do so, and I'm wrecked physically and cognitively, and hormone replacement has helped in a profound and significant way. And still, I believe that the path to paradise is paved.
But nobody was buying it. On top of that, his company took a massive hit. They lost $25 million when the truth came out.
Him saying that's a massive switch from just a few months ago where he was previously calling anyone calling him out subprimal. But essentially, it seems like things have slowly gone downhill from here since this all happened. His companies were sued for $25 million for deceptive marketing due to his steroid controversy.
So much for being a so-called Sigma or Alpha male. This guy can't even pass as a Beta or Gamma at this point. Right now, he's basically crowned himself the International Clown King. And honestly, that's probably his biggest achievement yet, turning himself into internet gossip just to stay relevant. Even with all the legal trouble, he just bailed himself out with money like it's no big deal. I wouldn't be surprised if he stirs up even more drama or tries to pull off another stunt soon. Chaos is his brand now. Do I think he can win back his audience? Honestly, probably not, the way he thinks. People love watching a train wreck, but they don't exactly trust it with their money or fitness goals anymore. They'll get clicks for acting like a fool, but the king of primal living image is toast. As for a fight with Joe Rogan, that's just fantasy land. Rogan has zero reason to waste his time punching a walking circus act. If anything, Rogan might talk about him for laughs, but stepping in a ring? Nope. The only ring Liver King's stepping into is the next courtroom.